back to the channel, guys. Today we're gonna have to do a little intro in the car here. We just got to the creek right down there. It's raining a little bit, so I'm gonna wait it out real fast until it stops, and then we're gonna go fish the creek. They just stocked this 2 days ago, so we're gonna try and catch some trout. It's a delayed harvest creek, so you can't keep any, but you can still fish for them even though the season's closed. So considering there's frozen water everywhere else and we can't bass fish, we're gonna do a little trout fishing today in the creeks, see if we can catch a couple. If you're new to the channel, go ahead down below and hit the subscribe button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. We're trying to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark. Now let's get ready. We're gonna get packed up, we're gonna get the rods ready, and then we're gonna head to the creek and see if we can catch a couple trout. All right, guys, we just made it down to the creek here. I have actually never been to this creek before, so we're gonna be exploring. I know stock trout around this area really like a pink power worm, so we're gonna start with that on an adjustable float. Creek's a little bit dirty, so the pink's gonna stand out real well, and we'll see if we can find a couple fish here. Hi, how you guys doing? Have a good day. That looks like trout heaven. There we go. Got one. Is that a brook trout? Wow. Come here, guy. All right. First one of the day there. Nice little brook trout. We are going to go ahead and let him go. I didn't even know they stocked brook trout. I thought they just stocked rainbows, maybe some browns and some palominos, but we're going to go ahead and let him go. He was sitting right in that log jam. There he goes. Let's see if there's another one in there. I just kind of let it drift down this seam here, and as soon as it got close to that log jam, he came out and grabbed it. Oh, I got another one. They're tucked up in that log jam right there. It's another brook trout too. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy in. Another little brook trout right there. We're gonna go ahead and let him go too. See if we can catch another one. I was getting ready to leave. I didn't think there was any fish here, but we just caught two out of this log jam, and I'm pretty sure I saw a palomino just swim down into this pool here, so we'll keep fishing. There's one. There we go, guys. Got a rainbow here. Switched up. We'll show you what that is in a second, but we switched up our bait. And we caught a nice little rainbow, so we're gonna go ahead and let her go and see if we can catch another one. Well, that was a little tough. They weren't biting very well on this creek, but fortunately Pennsylvania stocks a bunch of creeks at one time, so there's a couple others in this county that I can go fish right now and hopefully catch a couple. So we're gonna pick a different creek. We're gonna stop and get some lunch. It's about noon right now, and we'll see you on the next creek, and hopefully we can add to the 3 that we already caught. So let's get after it. Just made it to spot number 2, switched back up to the pink power worm. I saw one trout jump in this hole right here, so we'll give it a little bit and then we'll start working our way downstream and see if this creek is any better than the last one. There's one. There we go, guys. First one at the next spot. Didn't take too long, about 5 casts. Nice little rainbow on that pink worm. Go ahead and let her go. There we go. Another one. Their little rainbow trout switched up to that little egg pattern again, and they've been biting at almost every cast through there. I've already lost 2 in addition to this one, so we're gonna go ahead and let him go. That's number 5 for the day. There we go. That's a good one too. There we go, best one of the day. Nice rainbow there, probably about 13, maybe 14 inches. We're gonna go ahead and let her go. See ya. There must be a pile of them right in front of this rock over here, because every time I drift through, I'm getting bit. There's another little rainbow right there on that same egg pattern. We're gonna go ahead and let her go.
Water's gone deeper over there.
There's one.
Yeah. Not at all.
There we go. Another little brown trout. We're gonna go ahead and let him go too. There he goes. Sitting right there. That's so cool. Water's getting clear, so I don't know if they're biting better because the water is getting clear, but they started biting pretty good now. There we go. Whew, that one went, he jumped right back in. He did not want to be on camera. There we go, got one. Out of the fast water. That's a nice little brown trout. Just caught it out of this fast water right here. There's that nice little slack hole that he's sitting in. Hooked him right out of there. We're gonna go ahead and let him go. Unfortunately, my camera died as soon as I set the hook on this one. We're gonna go ahead and let that big brown trout go. There she goes. Well, switching creeks ended up working out after all. We found that little pod of fish and really got into them there. We caught all of them except for one on one bait. Basically my rig was a float rig with a split shot, and then I had a fly on the end. It was called a sucker spawn fly. If you'd like to see a video on how to tie them yourself or make them yourself, go ahead and leave a comment down below for me and I'll get a video up on how I tie the sucker spawn flies. I was just using a peach colored sucker spawn with a split shot about 12 inches up to keep it down in the water because there's no weight on that fly. So it would keep it down at the trout's level, and then I would just put a trout magnet float pegged to my line wherever I needed it to get it to the right depth where the fish were at. I was using 4-pound test fluorocarbon leader with 10-pound test braid to keep it up floating, and it allowed me to make proper mends to keep the drift right so I got more bites. And then I was using a 5'6" ultralight that I custom built myself with a 500 size Shimano Sedona. It's perfect for these little creeks, and it just allowed me to catch a bunch of fish out of that creek today. It was a whole lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. So if you did, leave a like down below and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more of my fishing tips or videos. Thanks for watching.